What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Goldenrod FM. I'm Cody.
And I am Tom.
And Tom, what are we talking about today?
We have got a very interesting topic that I have been thinking about since the moment we hung up on our last phone call. Or about 7 minutes ago. One or the other. You guys decide. We are discussing today, how can the Pokemon main series games change the gyms to make them a little bit more challenging?
Well, that's a very good question.
Well,
no. I've got a
ahead.
few ideas.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
I planned on it.
But yeah, no, we've got a few ideas of mine, or at least I know I have at least two. But Tom, you said you've got some interesting ones, so I'd like to hear those.
All right. Well, my first thought is, I like the idea of them being like monotype. You know what I mean? Like having a grass leader, whatever. What if, now just hold on to your britches, everybody. What if, when you start the game, you are 10 years old, so to speak. I think that's the general idea, right? You're 10, just turned 10.
Like 10 or 11, yeah.
Yeah, you're a child. Let's just say you are in the Pokemon Junior League. So then they say, hey, Junior Pokemon Trainer, why don't you go get all 8 badges in the Junior League? Which would be the same 8 gym leaders, but, you know, they would have strictly monotype teams, simple moves, whatever. Maybe the highest gym leader level is like, you know, the 8th gym leader would have like level 30s or something. Make the leveling up scale way longer. You know what I mean? So you don't level up nearly as fast.
Okay.
And then, once you become the Junior League champion, or here's a thought, maybe you're in the Junior League and you go through it once and they say, well, you went through it once, but you didn't win, but that's okay. You're a year older now. Now you're in this other league, like junior, like whatever. What's after like a Junior League? Okay. I'll go by racing terms because that's all I know. First year is if you're young enough, you're in Junior Novice. Second year, you would go to Senior Novice. You know what I mean? So it's like you're still a novice, but a senior. So then you move up, and then maybe instead of Brock having, I don't know. I'm picking a wrong one here. Let's say Misty, for example. Let's say we're in Kanto. Misty would have her mono water type for the Junior Novice League. For the Senior Novice League, let's say you went in there with, I don't know, a Pikachu and just wrecked. Let's say the Senior Novice, you come back and she's got a Wooper this time. Alright, sorry, I had a bit of an interruption there already, but anywho. But yeah, let's say she brings like a Wooper or a Quagsire at this point. So now, you know, your Pikachu isn't going to work. So now you've got to, you know, change something up on the fly, you know what I mean? Kind of mix things up. And maybe you can go through it like 4 times, and then after that it's like the Pokemon like Open League where, you know, just bring anything. Gym leaders can, I wouldn't say have legendaries, but they'd have like some honk and pokes, you know what I mean? And then the I like the way they did it in Sword and Shield, where the end of the league was like tournament instead of like the Elite Four.
Well, they made it a lot more similar to the show.
Yeah. And I like that a lot. I think that works better for the games, personally. So that's my first thought. I agree. So, you know, people like you and me will probably breeze through the first 2 or 3 rounds, but then, you know, maybe the third time through the league, you would, you know, the AI would get smarter. You know what I mean? Like in the battle tree, they would have like really hard battles sometimes. Not battle tree.
I feel like
what's that called?
Battle Frontier.
That's the one. You know what I mean? So it just gets harder and harder.
I feel some Harvest Moon pouring over into your ideas.
Really? I'm interested. In what way?
Well, almost similar to like how they have like year 1, year 2, and all that. It's just bleeding over, and then, you know, you're building up more and more.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I was thinking more like seasons. but like racing seasons, but same idea, I guess.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
So, what were you thinking, sir?
No, I mean that's a interesting idea behind it. Well, it's not really a really hard thought on it, but just a difficulty bar. So like you can have, easy, normal and hard.
So you're saying like when you start the game, it's like pick your setting and pick your language, pick your whatever.
Pick your difficulty.
Difficulty, I gotcha.
So like an easy difficulty would just have, simple moves, simple AI. They wouldn't really use like status affecting moves as much, and they wouldn't do that until like later on in the game. So they'd slowly introduce it with like, oh, you're paralyzed, and then slowly move up to, hey, you're burned, and then, ooh, you're poisoned.
Now you're badly poisoned.
Yeah. So, I mean, just that starting off on easy, and then, like, let's say you do normal. Let's just say they just change up some things, like where you start at, or, I mean, just stuff as simple as, switching out Pokemon or higher levels or anything like that.
Yeah. It would be, it wouldn't exactly be the most original thought for a game, but I think it would be effective. Otherwise, other games wouldn't do, you know what I mean? Wouldn't do it that way.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Interesting. I'm trying to think. Would it be like easy, medium, hard? You beat it on hard, then you get like legendary or whatever difficulty.
Yeah. And then they could have a secret unlockable one of Nuzlocke.
That's cool. Every time you die, it deletes your save.
Either that or, you lose that Pokemon. If you only got one left, you're done.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That would be interesting if they would incorporate that into the games. You know what I mean? Like, so where if they knew you were on Nuzlocke mode when you would have a battle, if it was a second encounter, they'd be like, sorry, can't catch this one. You know what I mean?
Or it would just, like, deflect the ball away or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, yep. Do like a...
Kind of like how trying to catch a trainer's Pokemon.
I was thinking more Gen 1 Safari Zone. You missed. Like, how did I miss?
Oh, my God. Man, that is one of the most frustrating things.
I'm glad they
especially
took that
with,
out.
like, the legendaries. You missed. I don't think so. That's a 7-foot-tall bird.
Or if Snorlax is in the middle of rest and you throw it, and like, you missed. How? How did I actually miss?
Yeah. Yeah, that stuff is just,
Donkey
mind
Duke.
melting.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not the most, well thought out and incorporated thought, but it would definitely be effective. I always would like to see a higher difficulty setting.
Yeah, simple yet effective, I believe.
Yes.
Now, what would be even more interesting is like on the easier difficulties, are the wild encounters more tame? Like, you'd run into like a Pidgey, and then like on medium, you might run into like a Sparrow. And then, like, hard, you'd get more rare ones like a Farfetch'd, or, you know what I mean? Give people incentive to play harder difficulties.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool and all, but I would hate to have, like, Pokemon restricted to, like, a difficulty.
That's true, especially if, like, my kid wanted to play. Like, she can't really read. That wouldn't really be fair. Like, oh, you gotta stick with Rattatas and Pidgeys because, you're little.
Yeah.
Which I guess that's not a fair comparison because she makes me read every line of dialogue, especially in Animal Crossing. That,
oh,
ooh
no.
boy, chews up sometimes. Can you read the announcements? Sure, dear, no problem. Hey, what's this guy saying? And I read it off to her. Oh, what's this guy saying? Okay. Like, are you just gonna talk to everyone in your town? Yes? Okay. I'll cancel my plans tomorrow. Oh. But anyway, so, for my next idea, if that was all you had to say on yours.
That's all I had to say on that one, yeah.
Fair enough. So, on my next one. What if... Now, I know your kid is not happy with me already, but just hear me out. Also, I guess we should have said in the beginning, you're probably going to hear a kid at least once in these episodes, whether it's mine or Cody's. It just happens. But
yeah, mine's a year old and angry and teething.
Yeah, I got a 5, an almost, 5-3, and then a new one's coming here in about 7 weeks. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, my second plan of action here. What if, oh hey, here comes one now. Alrighty, so anyway, just another interruption at least. What I was going to say is, what if they dropped you and like they ask you from the beginning, are you a boy or a girl? I'm a real boy. And it's like, okay, great. What region do you live in? And you get to pick from, what is it, 8 now? 8 regions?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can
well, I mean, technically more, but yeah.
How's it more?
Oh, the spin-off games.
Oh.
If you want to get really in the nitty-gritty.
I don't want to get that gritty or that nitty. But,
that's fair.
they can say, oh, I'm from Hoenn. And they can be like, oh, okay, great. Well, we'll see you in Little Root or whatever. So you start there, and they're like, hey, man, I hear you're starting the Pokemon League, blah, blah, blah. You know, we want you to take off, do the badges here in Hoenn. Okay, great. Got all the way done. Hoenn League champion, great job. And then you say, hey, I'm done being the champion in Hoenn, I want to move on to another region. And they'll say, that's all fine and good, but you can't take your team over, it'd be too dominant. So, what you gotta do, you're gonna pick a starter once you get to your next region. Like, okay, great. And then once you get done with all the regions, at the very end, say, hey, here's every Pokemon from all the teams you put in the Hall of Fame, and here's your PC box from all the regions. Pick whatever Pokemon you want, and we're gonna have, a world tournament from all the regions. You know what I mean? Have like a 50 trainer tournament.
Okay.
I mean, you want to talk about some gameplay hours, Cody?
Well, half of that you're talking about something that's already kind of around, which was in Black and White. It was was it the Battle Subway or something like that, or the Battle Train?
It was in Black and White, but it wasn't that. There was like a stadium where couldn't you actually like fight Red at some point?
You could fight everyone.
I don't think that was on the subway though. Wasn't that like a little platform you'd stand on, like a stadium?
Maybe.
I don't know. I glazed over those games.
But you could fight Cynthia. You could fight anyone really.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. You could, have a rival in each region. Maybe have a storyline, whether it's Team Rocket or any of and just any kind of storyline, doesn't really matter.
So you kind of want like a choose your own adventure Pokemon?
Yeah, kind of, where it wouldn't matter what order you did the regions because they all had like the same story, give or take, you know what I mean? Maybe they'll mention like something you've done before, but it really could just be like you plug in whatever region you were in before that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. That'd be kind of cool, because then that gets rid of the level cap issue where people are like, oh, well, I'll just take the whole team. And yet another interruption. But anyway, but yeah, that would take care of the level cap issue where, obviously, if you're playing through essentially 7 or 8 games with the same team, you're going to hit level 100 in, like, the second region. So that way they can be like, hey, look, this team's really good. Park it. Start new from this new region. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then that way. But then at the very end, you get to access all the Pokemon. But, that'd be cool. I don't know if they could ever actually do that, though, because well, I don't know. I guess I don't know why you couldn't. Maybe the online would be difficult if someone hasn't already completed the whole game. But maybe not. I guess if you start
really,
people with the
that's
national...
not stopping anyone.
Yeah.
That's not stopping anyone before on any of the other games that can connect online.
That's true. Even if you're not in the region a certain Pokemon is from, you could give them like a national dex from the get-go, because that really doesn't affect the game much.
No.
Actually, that would be kind of cool, because then, you battle somebody from, alrighty. And hey, what's 4 or 5 interruptions per episode? It's nothing really.
Oh, that's only in the first, less than 20 minutes.
Yeah. So I don't even know what I was talking about now, but anyway. Yeah, that...
Open-ended Pokemon game, different regions all get together at the end to have a final showdown.
Right, and say you start in Kanto, because you're a Gen 1er, hashtag, and then say someone starts in Alola because they hate themselves, then you could battle and be like, oh man, that's an Alolan version, you know what I mean? Just kind of... It would spice up, I think, the online, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Or maybe...
No, you just want, like, an MMO Pokemon game with open-ended choices.
I mean, not even really necessarily open-ended. It can be very linear as far as the story goes, as long as there's just a ton to do. You know what I mean?
You want a Pokemon Dragon Ball Xenoverse game?
Yeah, kind of. If they, forced you to stick to your timeline or whatever until it was finished. You know what I mean? Like, if in Xenoverse, they're like, hey, you're doing the Cell Saga? Gotta do them all. You know what I mean? Like, you can't jump out and do side quests or anything.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think that does sound cool.
Yeah. I'm not sure how practical it would be, but...
Pretty impractical for them.
I tell you what, to all you little freakos out there who actually listen to us, do me a favor, shoot us an email. It's thegoldenrodfm@gmail.com, and you tell us what exactly you would do. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, put it in the comments. What do you think about that? Do you think it's impractical? Very practical? Likely? Unlikely? Hilarious? Dumb? I don't know.
I think unlikely at the time being.
I
highly doubt.
Yeah, I'm certainly not putting this in the about to happen category.
Oh yeah, no. I wish. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed Sword and Shield, but they're kind of, struggling with that one a bit.
Yeah, so what's the deal? What's the struggle there?
What's the struggle?
Yeah, you said they're struggling.
Well, let's see. Where to unpack this at?
Oh no, see, I have not I beat the main story once for my playthrough, and I finished 2 weeks after the game came out, and I honestly have not played very much. I got to the wild area on another playthrough, and that's essentially it. No DLC, no nothing.
Yeah, and I've got the DLC, at least the first one so far, because the second one's not out yet, but and I haven't completed it yet, but don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying it very much, but it just feels lackluster and a half-hearted attempt.
Really? That's too bad.
Yeah, I just feel like they could have done more or had more, but, I mean, I'm happy with what I got, but I mean, at the other times, if you're, taking a look at what other game developers are doing, it's a lot bigger.
That's too
bad. And I feel for a franchise that's been around for, 21 years. I don't know, they just could be doing... Actually, it's more than 21.
Yeah, it's 96 in Japan.
24 years, almost 25, I mean...
Oof. Yo, wait a minute.
Yeah, right.
So 2021 will be 25 years. And now the Olympics in Tokyo are going to be in 2021. That'd be cool if they did a Pokemon tie-in.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
That'd be cool.
Well, I mean, Mario announced the Olympics.
The most out-of-shape video game character. It's a frumpy plumber.
But... Did you say frumpy?
I said frumpy.
Oh, that's great. I love that word.
Oh, mercy. So what's you got any other ideas to improve the gyms?
I mean, honestly, we kind of went over a lot of the things I'd like to see improvement-wise.
Yeah. What about, let me broaden it. in general.
Okay.
Anything you want to see them improve on.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there are things I'd like to have improved.
Mm-hmm.
Man, where to start?
Wherever, baby. I'm all yours.
Are we getting near that Spotify, iTunes podcast cutoff into the ramblings of YouTube?
You know what? This is the perfect spot. You hold all your just golden nuggets of thought. Because we're going to hop off here on the iTunes and, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify feeds. If you want to hear the rest of this conversation and the rest of Cody's juicy thoughts, you better be hopping yourself on over to YouTube, youtube.com/ a whole bunch of numbers, so forget that. Just go to YouTube and search the Pokebeards, and you will be able to find the Goldenrod FM on there.
Or just type in the Goldenrod FM, and it will pop up.
Will it? I haven't tried that.
I did today.
Man, Cody's on it. This is why you're part of the team, sir.
Oh, thank you. I like to be included.
You say you like to be included?
Yeah.
Well, you are, and we all appreciate you.
Aww.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so before we start kissing, we will see you guys on YouTube. How about that? Or maybe just the next iPod or iTunes episode, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, regardless, we thank you for listening.
Sure thing. And yeah, if you are only on the podcast services, whatever they're called, just leave a review on there. Whatever. Maybe something positive. Or only positives. That'd be fine.
Or just let me know what to do, like to not exhale into the microphone.
Hey! Callbacks to something no one ever heard except me and you. Okay, we will catch you cool cats on YouTube.
Oak Nuggins.
Oak Nuggins. Alright, Cody, now we're in the creepy, freaky side of the internet. Know what I'm saying, dog?
Oh.
Getting weird. Alright, let's hear them juicy nuggets of thought you have.
Oh man, they're actually like dried pot roast.
It's okay. We've already sold them. If they're hearing this, they've already took the bait and they're on YouTube. So you go right ahead.
You're hooked.
Give them that dry, crusty what'd you say, pot roast?
Yeah. Like if you leave it in the oven too long and it just...
Yeah. Oh.
Well, things I'd like to see better are more... If they're going to continue with the wild areas, do more of those.
Oh, like... As in
don't make one big one.
Okay, like sprinkle them out?
Yeah, give me something to explore. And they're dead.
They're dead?
Like... Yeah, you go around in there, sure, you'll see Pokemon and weather's changing and all that, but what else is there in there? There's nothing.
You know, that is a good point. I found myself getting burned out and like, oh man, I gotta go way over there. Just not going to.
It's a hollow experience.
Yeah.
I love it, but it's hollow.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do that, just, I don't know, give me more stuff to explore through. Give me caves to go into. Give me something.
What about, now hear me out, this could be kind of out there. What if they had a wild area, say, 2 times as big as the one in Galar, and it's one single wild area, but every time you went in there, I don't know how they would make it work in the story, but every time you went in there, the layout was different, and different caves, different Pokemon, totally random every time.
So you want like a procedurally generated wild area?
Yeah, I was thinking more kind of like Skyrim, how they would send you to, like, say, I don't know if you knew this, but in Skyrim, if you beat the entire game and you're doing, what are those quests that they've never run out? They'll always send you to a new place. Oh no. Anyway, like the Dark Brotherhood, for example, they'll always have contracts to do. And what the game does, they take note of...
I know what you're talking about, and I cannot remember what they're called either.
No, I keep wanting to say like Satellite Quest, but I don't think that's right.
No, it's not.
But yeah, they'll look on the map, and the game keeps tally of all the cities and places you've unlocked and been, and they will purposely make this quest somewhere you have not been to yet. So it makes you explore more into the deep, dark crevices of the entire map. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess that would be more... It wouldn't be different every time, I guess, but unless it's going to be the size of, like, Skyrim, you're going to run out pretty quick, but so I don't really see that happening.
No, I doubt it.
Unless maybe the whole region is like that, open world.
I was about to say, just make the entire game like the wild area.
That would be pretty cool. That would make...
Just have cities inside them.
Yeah, that would make for, I think a more realistic to an anime, good heavens, but you know what I mean, more akin to the anime where, you know, you might roll up on a Pokemon and be like, oh, okay, it's, I just got my starter and there's a Raichu over there, not messing with that, you know what I mean, just gonna make a wide circle around the Raichu.
I mean, to be fair, it was super cool when you walked into the wild area, like, the first time you did in the game, and it's like, oh dang, that's like a level, I don't know, 30 Onyx.
Freaking dropped that dude with my Sobble, not bragging. Got some fat XP off of that one.
Yeah, and I mean, like, that's super cool, but it's like, you know, whoa, like, these Pokemon are massive leveled,
yeah, like it
and
was
I
jarring.
have, like, level 15.
Yeah. It was certainly jarring. Maybe if it was a wild, open world map only, they could... I don't know, would you be okay if they took away the level cap, or maybe made it 200, or... You know what I mean? So it would be more Jurassic. It's like, oh, I'm a level 80, like level 80 Charizard, and you come up on a Venusaur, but it's... That one's level, you know, 130. Like, whoa, shoot. Like, that's 50 levels higher. Like, I'm still not messing with that thing. You know?
No, I think I'm still fine with the level 100, just level cap, but slow down the level progression growth. Oh man, one of the things to make it harder, turn off experience share.
Oh, like make it an item you
Get
have
rid
to
of it.
toggle, or just don't ever have it again?
Just get rid of it.
Yeah. I'll give you that. I think, honestly, that shortened up Shield for me a lot, because I didn't have to... There's no grinding.
Grind.
You just follow the story, and everyone's strong enough when you get there.
Or, you know, don't let me get XP for catching Pokemon.
Yeah, that's another weird one, isn't it? When did that come in? Was it X and Y?
No.
Or was it Sun and Moon?
I think Sun and Moon.
Okay. Yeah, that was weird. When it first came out, I didn't really understand why you would get experience for catching it. I guess I understand if you were battling it, and you battled it down a little bit, and then you caught it, maybe you get like half the experience, because it still battled. But
yeah, but I don't want to share it amongst my other team.
Right, or if you just quick-balled something, I don't think you should get experience.
No.
And see, something else I've been thinking of in my dome piece. Say,
all right.
and you saying Xenoverse brought this up. What if there was battles, and the battles were like, for a lack of better term, I'll stick on Skyrim. I think everyone is familiar with Skyrim, so let's say you are a trainer, you see another trainer, like, oh shoot y'all, it's on. You lock eyes, both of you throw a ball, and then say there's a field barrier, like in Pokken, but make it larger than that. But same idea, you know what I mean? There's boundaries. Like on the final boss battle for Zelda, there's a huge field you can be in, you know what I mean? And you would control the Pokemon, and you know your A, B, X, Y are your 4 moves you have to choose from. And so, say you're Rattata, then you are running around as a Rattata, and you try and get close enough to, you know, maybe hit quick attack, and it makes you run really fast, and if you bump into them, that does the damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my only problem with that is that's not Pokemon anymore.
Yeah, it really wouldn't be turn-based, I guess, would it?
No.
No, maybe if they had a side series where that was the case. I think that would be really, really cool, but I would still kind of miss the turn-based stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, I would too. I mean, yeah, Pokemon's a good game to just play if you're trying to relax.
Yeah, it's like if they kind of took a way more relaxed view when they went with like Let's Go. If they did that much of a step towards a not relaxed, not turn-based view, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
think of the challenge videos we could make. Like, can I beat the Elite Four with a level 3 Rattata? Like, yeah, well, you better be moving and not getting hit by anything. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That'd be pretty sick.
Or, just get rid of, what way you can challenge the gyms. Just go to whatever gym you want.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I wonder, how would you do a storyline with that, though? Would you just say, like,
Tom, is the story really that important in the games?
Not as of late. I know the last story I really remember, like, it sinking in was probably Generation 3 for me. I don't know if that's just because I fell off in 4 and 5, but even in X and Y, like, I understood who the bad guy was. I really still don't even understand why he was the bad guy. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, he's the bad guy.
Because he wanted a beautiful world and he wanted to, erase everything and start anew.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, it just seems dumb. But,
to be honest, as much as I don't like Sun and Moon, the story was actually better than most.
Oh, you mean with, like, hold on, don't you dare tell me their names. I know Team Skull, but, Plumeria.
I love Team Skull.
Plumeria and, Guzma and, who's the old man?
The old man?
Yeah, Guzma's dad. Or no. Not Guzma's dad.
What?
The old man.
The old man?
He's the kahuna on the island that has Potown.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking about Hapu's, like, grandpa or something.
What? No. Oh, shoot.
He was the kahuna, right?
Yeah, he's got white hair with, like, a black Hawaiian shirt.
A black Hawaiian shirt? I remember him wearing a yellow.
No, I'm not.
Or am I thinking of the different kahuna?
You're thinking of Hala. Right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna Google old guy, sun, and moon. May get some weird stuff coming back here. Oh, there's a trainer class called Old Guy. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a mysterious old man, apparently. In the demo to Sun and Moon? What the heck? Who'd have thought this was a thing?
What did you unearth?
I don't know. There's like a whole... There's like a weird character in the demo, apparently, that you can find. Anyway. Potown Old Guy. Let's see if that comes up.
Are you talking about the police officer?
Police officer?
Yeah, the
Nanu.
one from Potown.
Nanu. That's what I'm thinking of.
Nanu. Yeah, he was a police officer.
Okay, but hold on. He's related to somebody.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Hold on. He's an old acquaintance of Looker. Apparently he may be, according to Pokemon Wiki, he may have a form of albinism, where he's an albino. Okay.
Alright,
Because
sure.
he's got white old man hair and red eyes. Alrighty. Not quite what I'm thinking here.
Well, thank you, Pokemon Wikipedia.
Yeah, very weird here. Maybe I'm just crazy here.
I think so.
Hold on. Whoa, not Nani. Nanu.
Nani?
Nani. Nanu. I'm just gonna Google somebody's dad. Getting some weird stuff here. Daddy Doo-Wop Nanu Nanu is a song, apparently.
Well, I mean, the only relatives I can think of are like, what's that kid's name? Gladion?
Gladion.
And you got Luzamine, or is that her name?
Yeah, that's, Lily and
That's the
Gladian's
mom.
mom. What the heck? I
mean,
thought he
yeah.
was related to Guzma.
No.
Well, what?
I
Hey,
mean,
hold
Guzma
on.
and Kukui were like rivals.
Here we go. Acerola apparently referenced something about her father. Maybe not. Yeah, okay. I'm dreaming, I guess. I really thought that was the case, but whatever. So, anyway. What were you saying? Where were we at? What's happening? Where am I?
I was talking about how the story that last, engaged me was Sun and Moon.
Right.
Because we were talking about my idea and how would you do that with the story? And I said, does the story really matter?
Apparently not, because I don't pay attention. I thought Nani was somebody's dad.
Nani.
But, yeah. But as far as does the story matter, I don't know. The last one, and honestly, it kind of got ruined for me. Because I remember when I first got Pokemon Ruby, Dad took me to Best Buy. I was in the parking lot. It was like 10 o'clock. So I couldn't see my Game Boy Advance. So he was like, aren't you going to play, son? And I was like, I'm going to wait till I can see it because I want to enjoy this thing. So I stayed up very late playing Ruby version. Well, come to find out, like, oh man, Ruby version. Then, uh-oh. Sorry, I thought someone was coming out to visit. Anyway, the Ruby version, the bad guys in that are Magma, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I got Sapphire version, and I thought, man, can't wait to beat up Magma again. And I was like, wait a minute. Magma's the good guys now? Like, wait, this doesn't make any sense. Blew my mind, and it kind of killed it from me. I was like, what? Like, well, who's really bad? You know what I mean?
Oh man, did you ever play Emerald?
Oh yeah, but I don't remember how that played out. Are they both bad in Emerald?
Kind of.
Okay. So I feel like in Emerald you had to, instead of getting just the opposite orb, didn't you actually have to beat them and get both orbs or something?
I think so. It's been a while.
It has been. It's going to be very soon though once we get done with our challenges.
Oh yeah.
Which, speaking of, have you started that yet?
I'm having issues with it even wanting to load on my computer.
What? Brother, what?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Talk to me, friend. Talk to me.
Oh man. Well, it's I try and load the file and it just sits at a white screen.
How odd. What file are you using? What have you done?
Pokemon Emerald randomized.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. You said that was a hiccup.
Well,
so
even the normal file's not loading in it though.
You're using Visual Boy, right?
Oh yeah.
How particular. You have got the worst luck with these emulator things not working.
Yes.
Whereas I'm flying by the seat of my pants, and I've been playing Pokemon Black on a DS emulator, working flawlessly. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't think I've told you on me and Lauren's channel, I'm doing a Pokemon challenge on that one. Because I told her, I was like, man, I said I like doing the challenge because I really like doing the Diglett one, which J Rose. Is it J Rose or Johnstone? Whichever one. Ooh.
There's J Rose.
Ooh. He's lucky that I like J Rose a lot. But anyway, I told Lauren, I was like, man, I said, it's kind of a bummer. I said, I know, I told her, I said, I'd like to do more of these challenges. And she's like, well, just do more than one. Do like two at once. I'm like, well, I said, I don't want to do that because me and Cody have like a schedule thing we're doing. You know what I mean? And she's like, well, just do one on our channel. Like, hey, not a bad plan, Toots. So, like on our channel, I'm doing Black and White, and I'm kind of using it as like a guinea pig so I can get the emulator if there's any kinks or anything worked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so it's becoming a daunting task. Plus, on my Lemon Drop channel, I'm doing a challenge on a Forza video. So I'm doing 3 different challenges at the moment. And
dang.
Yeah, making very little headway, but it's whatevs. But yeah. So anyway, so yeah, we need to get that worked out then with whatever the issue is.
Yeah, I need to figure it out.
That's
I was trying to mess with it before this podcast, actually.
yeah. Well, we need to hook up this weekend so I can get that wire and
Woohoo!
hey, usual motel. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
you're like, yeah.
I mean, what?
Like, what was the one? They're on the way to Kokomo. Was it legitimately called the Kokomo Motel?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the Kokomo Motel. Driving past that thing, thinking, "Man, I think I got fleas just by looking at it." It was rough. But anyway, yeah, I can get that wire, and then you can bring your equipment over, and we'll get all the kinks worked out.
All right.
But
Or worked in.
we'll have to see if the women are here. But also, what was I gonna ask? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It was something about the playthrough. Alrighty. So hey, what's one more interruption here towards the end? You know what I mean?
Yeah, one final hurrah.
Yeah. I think our conversation was breaking down. But anyway.
Oh, it derailed really bad.
Yeah. But I'm not sure. I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I don't think there was any other thoughts I had on improving the gyms or anything like that.
Yeah, I kind of got all mine out.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to get off your chest about anything?
Did you know that the Goldenrod City theme is just a slowed down version of the bicycle theme in Gym 2?
Well, my whole childhood's a lie. Well, did you know that the booze laugh is just Bowser's sped weight up?
Yes, I did.
But no, I did not know that about the cycling theme and the Goldenrod theme. Speaking of,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to get that downloaded, and I'm going to get some daggum music in this episode, besides just the Fat Rat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I put the Fat Rat in the background. I've been doing that for my Lemon Drop videos, because there's a lot of no sound, and so I've just been sprinkling it through the whole video. And since the dude's royalty free, I've got like a document where I have all like the songs and the links to YouTube videos. So I just copy and paste it into my description. So, because
Oh, that's
yeah,
very nice.
on his channel, he's like most of his videos he doesn't even mention that, but other ones he's like, just put a link in the description. So I just did it for all the videos, for all the songs rather.
Oh, well, cool.
Yeah, so we've got some Unity and Infinite Power, I think. Maybe not Infinite Power.
I like Unity.
Yeah. But, yeah. Oh, also, random computer tech question for all you nerds out there, or Cody if you know. Is there a way to download YouTube videos?
Yeah, you need YouTube Premium.
No. There's like a Chrome plugin, I think. There used to be.
Well, you're talking about ripping them, but yeah, there is a way.
Okay, how might someone do that? Is it legally questionable?
Yes.
We will continue off recording. Interesting.
Oh, boy.
Because I knew there used to be a website called Listen to YouTube, and you would put the link in there to the video, and then it would just spit you out a file that was only the audio.
Yeah, you're talking about that good old YouTube to MP3.
Okay, that was the other one. I always used a website called Listen to YouTube. But,
Yeah, I mean, when I was in high school, yeah. YouTube to MP3, copy paste, fill up a folder, dump it into my iPod.
nice.
I mean, what?
I mean, who did what? LimeWire, huh?
What's that?
So anyway. Yeah, LimeWire. Another interruption. I don't even know. Should I even call the interruptions out, or should I just keep talking through them?
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, there was another one. But LimeWire, yes. I remember some very odd things happening on LimeWire. Did you ever use them?
No.
Did some other hypothetical person named Cody who went to my school use one?
Maybe it's questionable, but sure.
True. Yeah, I totally did. Put me in jail. I don't even care. But but I remember my cousin had one called Frostwire. I was like, what the
Yeah, that
heck
was
is
after
this?
LimeWire.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know that.
I never used that one. I just used LimeWire.
Well, LimeWire got taken down, and then FrostWire kind of took over.
Oh. But
And then after that, they both went away. And then BearShare.
BearShare. I've legitimately never heard of this one.
Yeah, it was another P2P service.
Huh. Interesting.
Mhm.
No, but I remember on LimeWire, it would have, I remember this was around the time of Perfect Insanity, the single from Disturbed came out, and I was trying to find
Okay.
Perfect Insanity, so, you'd click it, and then people knew it was a new song, so they would list something that wasn't that under that name. You'd have to
Yeah, I
preview
remember those
every one of
days.
them. It's like, oh wait, this is actually it. This is back when I had dial-up, see? Even in 2008 or whenever this was. Still had dial-up. So to preview it, I'd click and wait legitimately 5 or 6 minutes to hear like 3 seconds of the song. And I'd have to decide in those 3 seconds if it was the song I meant or wanted.
Mhm.
It was very frustrating, but I remember always you would type in the song and it would start, throwing you all these files. Always, it'd be like, Disturbed, Perfect Insanity, Disturbed, full album, Awake, Disturbed, full, and then like the next one would be like, tiny girl like sees massive wiener for the first time video. I'm like, what? I was like, what happened?
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
I
good
remember those
heavens.
days.
Yeah, I discovered many a phrase and term from those videos where I was like, I don't even know what this means. So now I've got to Google what this means, and then then I had to Google how to clear search history because I can't even explain this because it's like, no, it's okay. I found out when I was stealing music. I mean, what?
Yeah. Man, I remember those days. I
Yeah.
also remember
Wild.
anytime we didn't have Wi-Fi at the time. So I bought a 50-foot Cat 5 cable and ran it from the the plug-in all the way to my room.
That's hilarious.
Oh, and there was only one plug-in.
Oh.
So it was either, the desktop had it, my Xbox had it, or something else had it.
Man, can you imagine that today? People would lose their minds.
Oh, man. Many a days me and my brother fought over the internet who would be using it. He wanted to play RuneScape. I wanted to play Call of Duty 4.
Oh, RuneScape. I think I'm on Jack's side.
Mm,
Ooh, I love RuneScape. I just got back into RuneScape like 6 months ago. I just shook the habit though,
Yeah.
so I'm back off. I'm clean again.
yeah, Call of Duty 4 was my jam.
You know what's funny? Do you remember going to Best Buy with me and probably I had just got my license and the way we used to have the internet in my house where I used to live. Sorry, I'm getting a incoming phone call, but they're gonna have to wait a second. Anyway, shoot, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the way the internet worked, there was a cable. It was an Ethernet port that came in to the den, and similar to what you're talking about, I ran a cable, but it went through the floor, through the crawl space, and then came up through the floor behind my TV stand where it could plug into my Xbox. So I could have...
I do remember that, yeah.
Do you remember we had like two 20-foot cables, and Dad was like, I'm not buying a 40-foot one, it's like 3 times the price. So he goes, see if they have a connector for the two ends. Do you remember what that connector
Yeah.
was called?
I mean, was it just a coupler?
No. And you told me, you said, I'm not asking for this. You said, I want to... You're like, I don't believe you're actually going to say this to the guy. And I was like, no, I'm going to say it. Because it was called a butt-to-butt connector.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I
Oh,
asked him,
man.
I said, hey, do you have like an Ethernet butt connector? And the guy was like, yeah. I was like, okay, great. So, yeah, I went and got a Ethernet butt-to-butt connector. I think that's actually like
Yeah.
a plumbing term, like a butt connector.
It's like a electrical thing.
Yeah.
Because I used plenty of butt connectors for wiring things.
Yep. But the man knew what I meant.
Man, all those trips to Best Buy. I do remember those.
Oh, disgusting. But yes, me too. But, alrighty, well, you about ready to call this one?
I think so.
Alright. I'm gonna hit him with that outro if it's cool with you.
Oh, that's fine.
Alright, you freaky mongooses. Thank you for listening today. And actually, if you're here and hearing this, you're watching us right now on YouTube. You're watching a blank screen with just our photoshopped poorly logo. And if you're here and you're actually looking at that screen, you best do me a favor. Go to the comments and say, I was there. And then I'll know. And since no one watched our last video, I doubt that's going to happen. But if someone's there, please do it. That is all.
One day they might be.
Maybe. But, alright. We will catch you guys next time. Goodbye.
Alright, see ya.